resources have gone from fat with excess teams and the capability of doing a lot of rework to underpaid people relative to the market who are squeezed for work. And it's very hard to get good creative work out. Even if there are 1 million awards at Cannes, it's all relative. And the real test is whether you're being paid properly for the work, and you're not. So the real test shows that agencies have really been squeezed. Now, part of the problem, I think, at agencies is there's a certain creative romanticism that goes back to the days of the creative revolution in the 60s and 70s, where people say, well, and I've heard this a million times, they say, Mike, listen, you don't understand. We're running a creative operation here. And you can't really manage these things like you could manage an automotive company or a chemical company or a consulting firm, for that matter. These are creative operations. They're very delicate. We generate big ideas. We're not doing things. We're not making ads, really. We're generating ideas, and the ads are just the vehicles. That just simply is wrong. You are, excuse me, but I'm going to have to say, you are running creative and strategic factories that make ads. And you make a lot of them, and the number that you make can be measured. In the US, McDonald's did 1,138 ads last year, and they didn't pay their agencies very well for it. Every agency here is capable of measuring the amount of work they do, and you're running factories that make ads. They're creative factories, they're strategic factories, but you're still making things, and you need to be paid properly for the things that you make on behalf of clients. And they need to value them so that they can pay you properly for it. So what we do can't be managed is a kind of romanticism that's getting in the way of facing the real problem. The other thing is what Kevin Roberts, the former CEO of Saatchi & Saatchi, told me. Again, he said, Farmer, you know, we're running a different type of operation. You have to think of a creative operation as being like an ant colony where every ant knows its job and does it. And if we create this type of environment, that's when we get the best work. Well, Kevin wrote the foreword to my book, and I'm grateful to him. But on this issue, although it does reflect how many agencies are run, it does not reflect the requirements in a day where prices continue to decline. So what's needed is to drop the romanticism about the agency. It is a special business like a lot of creative businesses, but it needs to be managed. And the business model is broken and isn't working, and trying harder at new business development, trying harder at being creative, trying harder at mastering digital technology and understanding ROI economics, that isn't enough. And the strategic and creative factory needs to be run like a factory. That's how this is going to be solved.